I'd like to share with you a segment from a recent TheraMovement class. We're going to use a yoga block to enhance muscle engagement, particularly for the shoulders. It's a nice little sequence because it's going to get us moving in lots of different directions, and I'm going to share it with you now. So if you've got a yoga block, that's terrific. And you're going to take the yoga block between your palms so that you'll get a lot more muscle engagement by holding the block with your palms without wrapping your fingers around the block. So you can come to the front of your yoga mat, stacking the joints, taking the block between your palms, and bring the arms up to shoulder height and press. And can you feel even right into the underarm area? And then start to bring your arms up into shoulder flexion and try not to compensate by thrusting the ribs. So we'll reach up, keep pressing into the block and down, press up and down. And one more time, press up. And then bring the block to shoulder height and step your left foot back. So you're in crescent lunge. Think about lengthening the tailbone to have more of a neutral pelvis. And think about your pelvis being forward facing. Press into the edges of the block. Bring the block to your left without rotating the pelvis. And then over to the right. Keep pressing. Left. Right. One more time, left, right. Come back to center, block in your right hand, transition to warrior two. Then take the block behind you, pause, block in the left hand. Reach behind, this is really good for the shoulders, pause, return. Then we'll take it back, and this time we're going to transfer and stay in that left hand. Block to left thigh, turn your right palm to the ceiling. Keep pressing your thigh into the block. Peaceful warrior. Back to warrior two. Take the block behind you again, holding the block between your palms. Lift the back heel, extend the shoulders. This is a tough one for most of us. Press, I'm trembling like a leaf, and then hinge. Keep pressing into the block, then bring the block to the floor, and nice supported twist, keep the neck long. Let the block come forward to make room for your foot. Come into chair pose, shoot the hips back, arms reach up, straighten the legs, and bring your hands together. So let's do that again for the other side. Now you know why I chose my foam block and not the cork block, because that's hard. Shoulder extension, we don't get much of it in day-to-day life, so those muscles are a little bit deconditioned in comparison to the front of the shoulder. So take the block between your palms, try to keep those lower ribs down, lift up, and then down. We'll do that 2 more times. Lift up, keep pressing, pressing, pressing. This encourages something called muscle irradiation, so we get more muscle engagement. Lift up, press, and then bring the arms to shoulder height and step your right foot back. Keep the pelvis forward facing. Block goes right, center, left, center, right. Keep pressing, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. Block in left hand, warrior two. Bring the block behind, transfer. Bring the block behind, transfer. Bring the block behind, block to thigh, palm to ceiling. Keep pressing your right thigh into the block. back to warrior two. Block comes behind you again. Don't use the fingers, just the palms. Pivot, so you're in crescent lunge. Extend the shoulders and hinge. Keep reaching back. Really press into the edges of the block. Block comes to the floor. Supported twist. Block comes forward. Step the feet together. Shoot the hips back for chair. Arms reach up. Straighten the legs. Hands together. So a great little sequence using a block. Added load, heightened awareness, added muscle engagement. Plus lots of good moves for the ankles, knees, and hips. So I hope you try this sequence. Thanks so much.